Okay, so I want to read Revelation 18. After I saw these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and become a habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the sea are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven, saying, Come out of her, my people, lest ye be not partakers of sins, that ye receive not her plagues. For her sins have reached unto the heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Oh Lord, please don't remember my iniquities. There are too many. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cups in which she filled to her double. How much she had glorified herself, and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit as a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, and death, mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour thy judgment has come. And a lot of people speculate, is this Rome, is this New York? Well, if you're smart, you know that Rome has, you know that, the city on 7 hills, it connects. It connects. Trust me. Money wise, Wall Street, everything. Rome and the Twin Cities, or the Twin City, New York City. Trust me, they're in cahoots. Now look at New York City. Take a look at New York City. Go down Times Square. Go down Times Square and look at it. Ain't too much going on. Ain't too much popping over there anymore. And so yeah, they're tied in together. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth merchandise any more. The merchandise of gold, silver, and precious stones, and pearls, and fine linen, and purple, and silk, and scarlet, and all linen, wood, and all manners vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and out of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, ointments, frankincense, wine, oil, fine flour, wheat, beasts, sheep, horses, chariots, slaves, and souls of men. Slaves and souls of men. I think a lot about what's underground in that city and around that city, and what's underneath Rome and that city. I'm sure a lot of children, a lot of blood, a lot of skulls, a lot of nasty stuff going on down there. May the Almighty rebuke it. Because Jesus will come and turn every stone upside down. That's why you see these celebrities and stuff and all these big known people stepping down and stuff like that. They're hiding from judgment. They're hiding from judgment. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. And the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, the great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple, and scarlet, and decked with gold, and precious stones, and pearls, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster, and all the company in ships, sailors, and as many who trade by sea, stood far off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads, cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, the great city wherein were made rich by all that the ships had in the season, by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour she is made desolate. Rejoice over her, O heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God has avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone, a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Lust with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of the harpers, and the musicians, and the pipers, and the trumpeters shall be heard no more in all. In thee no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. When we talk about Babylon, guys, it's Egypt. It could be mystical Sodom and Egypt, or Sodom and Gomorrah. This could have. The more I'm reading this, this just sounds like just an underworld. Just the voice of the harpers and the musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee. No craftsman or whatever so craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. And in her was found the blood of the prophets, and of saints, and those that were slain upon the earth. I keep telling you guys, if you look at the UN, where the UN is in the Mississippi, it's Little Egypt, guys. It's Little Egypt. Where UN headquarters are in the Mississippi, that runs down to the Nile. Yeah, I think something's connected there. I think something's connected there.